In a world that can feel so loud, so fast, and so demanding, it's easy to lose touch with the quieter spaces within us, the places where rest, healing, and deep relaxation live. Today's practice, humming bee breath with a healing light meditation, is an invitation to return to those spaces. Humming bee breath, also known as Bhramari Pranayama, has been shown to calm the mind, soothe the nervous system, lower blood pressure, and increase heart rate variability, all markers of deep relaxation and resilience. And one of the things that I find so powerful about humming bee breath is how little effort it requires, and yet how profoundly it impacts the body and the mind. Studies have shown that even a few minutes of this gentle humming breath can support the body's natural shift out of a stress state and into a state of healing and restoration. It's a really simple practice, but one that creates measurable shifts in how we feel, how we heal, and how we come back into balance. And when it's paired with this healing light meditation, it becomes even more relaxing, offering a gentle way to nurture your body, ease inner tension, and invite a profound sense of calm to every part of you. Welcome to Somatic Healing Meditations, the podcast that helps you regulate your nervous system, deepen your healing journey, and feel better in your body. I'm Karenna with Hello Inner Light, and I'm so happy you're here. I'm a somatic healing coach who specializes in compassionate, body-centered processing that helps you heal the wounds that are holding you back. So if that's the kind of content you need more of in your life, please subscribe to this podcast and join me every Friday on this beautiful journey out of your head and into your more embodied and authentic self. Now, here are a few quick announcements before we dive into this gentle breathwork practice. You're invited to sign up for my mini course, the Feel It to Heal It mini course, which is free on my website. In 5 mini lessons, it can help you drop in, deepen your compassionate self-understanding, and immerse yourself in this somatic healing paradigm even more. Also, if you're ready to find your center, quiet your mind, and step off the roller coaster of stress, anxiety, and overwhelm, I'd love for you to join me in Somatic Healing Hub. Somatic Healing Hub is a beautiful, deeply supportive online community filled with the structure, support, and somatic practices to help you actually feel better in your body and create real, lasting change in your nervous system. In it, you can join me in regular, live somatic meditations and get ad-free access to this entire podcast. Plus, I've opened the priority waitlist for my somatic self-love retreat in Costa Rica that's happening in 2027. So be sure to get on that waitlist if you want to be the first to know when the early bird special pricing goes live. You can find all of the links for these offerings in the show notes. And I just want to thank you for supporting my small, woman-owned business. It truly means the world to me. Now, before we dive into this uninterrupted meditation, here's a quick word from the sponsors that make all this free content possible. Now, let's dive in to this humming bee breath with the healing light meditation. So finding a time and a space where it's safe and comfortable to close your eyes and turn your attention within. And with your eyes closed, just gently bring more and more awareness to your breath. Perhaps you can feel the air moving in and out through your nostrils. Perhaps you can feel the rhythmic and effortless rise and fall of your chest and tummy that just naturally happens on every inhale and every exhale. And then just simply begin to hum on every exhale. And this is actually a yogic breathing technique called Bhramari Pranayama. And at its most simple, you just naturally inhale through the nose if possible. And then you hum on the exhale. And you can do this at any pace that feels right to you. You can hum on any pitch that feels good to you. And I'm going to add another instruction here, but continue to let this be incredibly effortless. So as you're breathing and as you're humming on the exhale, just begin to feel the vibration of the hum. And different pitches and different volumes will vibrate differently in your system. You may feel the vibration in your lips or your mouth or your sinuses or your face, perhaps in your throat or your heart. So just add this little bit of somatic awareness to this gentle humming bee breath, feeling the vibration on every exhale. And there's actually been some really interesting research done on Bhramari Pranayama and the effects it can have on the body and the nervous system. So this gentle humming bee breath helps regulate the nervous system in a very direct way. The vibration of the hum stimulates your vagus nerve, and this gentle, slow exhale also has a calming effect on the brain, including the amygdala, which is involved in detecting threat. So as the amygdala becomes less reactive, the body receives the message that it's safe to soften, and that's when the nervous system can begin to settle a little bit more and a little bit more. So just know that although this breath is so simple, you're getting real benefits from it. So continuing to hum and letting this be so easy. So as you're here humming and feeling the vibration, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the health benefits of Bhramari Pranayama. So researchers have looked at how Bhramari Pranayama impacts our overall well-being. In one study, participants who practiced this humming breath for about 15 to 20 minutes a day showed significant improvements in well-being markers like heart rate variability, which reflects nervous system resilience and flexibility. And what's especially interesting is that in this study, the group practicing Bhramari Pranayama showed greater improvements in well-being compared to groups who focused on regular exercise and getting a full night's sleep. So that's really a remarkable outcome. And part of the reason can be what I've already mentioned, that it regulates the nervous system and tones the vagus nerve. And another thing that may be happening is that this gentle humming also affects something called nitric oxide, which is a gas that's naturally produced in our nasal passages and our sinuses. And nitric oxide has antimicrobial and antiviral properties. So as you breathe in and out through your nose, it filters the air. And it's been shown that when we hum like this, our nasal nitric oxide production can increase by up to 15 times its normal production. So we're increasing the antimicrobial and antiviral filtering that happens naturally in our sinuses. And then, of course, that nitric oxide enters our bloodstream. And some people have called nitric oxide the miracle molecule because it has so many benefits for our bodies. It supports our cardiovascular system, and it has anti-inflammatory qualities. So when you're doing this simple humming, you're enhancing this natural process in your body that supports immune function, reduces inflammation, and improves circulation. So continuing to hum, continuing to let it be easy. And I'm just going to add one more suggestion here. So you're already feeling the vibration of the hum on every exhale. And now gently feel the expansion of your ribs on every inhale. So that's actually an incredibly small movement, but your ribs naturally expand ever so slightly to the front and the back, and the right and the left with every inhale. So just let yourself gently notice that very small, natural movement on the inhale. And then feel the vibration of the hum on every exhale. And now, as you're breathing and feeling and humming, we're going to invite our imagination to become a part of this. So your imagination is going to give this nurturing hum a color and a quality, perhaps sensing the nourishment that comes from this hum as a healing light. And then as you hum, just imagine that vibration, that color, that quality, that healing light just goes to all parts of you. So the reality is that this is very healing to your nervous system. And your nervous system does touch every single part of you. It even controls many parts of you. And it's also true that nitric oxide in your bloodstream touches every cell as well. So this vibration, this hum, is actually nourishing every part of you. And you're just imagining that healing light representing that nourishment, flowing to all parts of you, especially the parts that really want or need a little support right now. So as you're humming, this healing light just effortlessly begins to fill you and permeate you. This healing light just naturally begins to expand within or around you. So perhaps imagining that this healing light can fill you and permeate you from the top of your head to the soles of your feet and everywhere in between. Gently imagining that this healing light can begin to fill you and permeate you from the right side of your body to the left side of your body and everywhere in between. Perhaps you can feel this healing light vibrating on every cell of your body, from the front of your body to the back of your body and everywhere in between. This healing light can sink down deep into the core of your cells and your bones and your organs. And perhaps it can even radiate through your skin into the space around you, holding you and supporting you. And then just let these final few minutes of humming be the gentlest yet, as this healing light just naturally and effortlessly permeates and fills and holds any part of you that needs a little extra support right now. And now just let go of the hum whenever you feel ready. And allow yourself a quiet minute to just feel the residue of this practice. Now just ask your body if there's anything else it wants or needs before we bring this to a close, and just listen for any answer it gives you. And then whenever you feel ready and in your own timing, just gently bring some movement back into your relaxed body. Maybe stretch or wiggle or move your spine. Just move in any way that feels good. And then, whenever you feel ready, just let your eyes open. Great work. So, I'm curious, how was that humming bee breath with the healing light meditation for you? What shifted within? And how are you feeling now? Please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me today. And as always, if you'd like to take this work even deeper, you can join me in regular live somatic healing meditations and get ad-free access to this entire podcast inside Somatic Healing Hub. Plus, you're always invited to sign up for my free mini course, the Feel It to Heal It mini course. If you enjoyed today's episode, it would mean so much to me if you would subscribe to the podcast and also rate and review it. You could also send this episode to a friend who you think would enjoy it. And don't forget to join me every Friday on this beautiful journey out of your head and into your more embodied and authentic self.